Hi everyone, and welcome back to Surviving the Love Bomb. My name's Emma Carrington, and if you're new here, hello, hi, welcome. As I said, my name's Emma, and I'm trained as a community services worker. I'm also a victim survivor of domestic abuse. So the disclaimer is that I'm not a psychologist or a counsellor. The aim of this channel is to share all that I've learned on my journey through my abusive marriage and coming out the other side on my way to healing. Today we're going to discuss the grey rock method of dealing with abusive or manipulative people. The idea of grey rock is a metaphor for a way to diffuse or deflect abuse from a partner. The idea is to become as boring and uninteresting as a grey rock, providing no emotional or reactionary stimulus for the abuser to feed on. The abuser is an emotional vampire, and they need to see your emotions to be able to feel anything themselves. Cutting this emotional supply off leads to the abuser moving on or looking for their fix elsewhere. At least that's the intention behind this tactic. So when will we use it? If you've ended a relationship with an abusive partner but still need to co-parent with them. Otherwise, when you're in an abusive relationship and unable to leave just yet, just be aware that a long-term grey rock, that is years, on a day-to-day basis with little other personal interaction can cause you to lose connection to your own feeling. Thirdly, grey rock can be used in any type of toxic relationship, like with family, friends, or co-workers. Bear in mind that when you initially employ this tactic, it may escalate the controlling or the manipulative behavior because the abuser may feel you withdrawing and the fact that they're losing control. So they will up their game, so to speak, to get you to react in order to regain their control over you. You will need to remain steadfast in not responding to their anger and put downs or ridiculous accusations and the jealousy. If you've ever been in an argument with an abuser when they accuse you of something that you've not done, you are probably aware, more than aware, that the typical responses of explaining, arguing, and trying to reason are counterproductive. That is because they're not interested in the content of the argument. They're only invested in the control they have in making you react. If you are involved in a physically abusive relationship, you're probably aware that whether you react or not has little bearing on their violence. They will find a reason for their abuse if that's their aim. In this situation, finding help to take the steps to protect yourself and developing a safety plan are really your only options. So if you're in a situation where grey rocking seems to be something that will help you, how do you go about it? Grey rock is achieved generally by providing as little input as possible and avoiding reacting to or engaging with, even acknowledging the other person's attempt to manipulate or create a toxic situation or stir chaos. So 9 ways to achieve grey rock would be: 1, offer nothing. If they ask a question you can't avoid answering, keep your face blank, keep your response brief. Yes, no, I don't know, or even just a disinterested or Be factual. Use simple factual statements during conversation. Avoid disclosing your personal beliefs or opinions or any extra information. This keeps the conversation impersonal. Number 3, disengage and disconnect. Avoid eye contact with the manipulative person. Eye contact helps to facilitate an emotional connection. So focusing on something else or looking elsewhere can help you remove your emotions from the interaction. It can also help to keep from being drawn into their manipulation and reinforce your sense of detachment. Number 4, keep necessary interaction short. When you have to be in contact with the person, remember to keep responses emotionless and brief. In the case of co-parenting, establishing a boundary of only conversing at pickup or drop-off can help, and also engaging only in discussions regarding the children can help to cut any interaction short. Number 5, avoid emotional engagement. As hard as this can be, especially if a person is raging or threatening, focusing on your breathing Looking and avoiding eye contact can help. Staying distracted and keeping your focus on something else like a book or your phone or your child or pet not only helps to create necessary emotional distance, but can also help to cushion some of the verbal blows if the person starts to engage you by saying cruel and hurtful things. 6, maintain privacy. Avoid sharing personal information with them, including on social media. Blocking them or restricting their access to your social media can help in keeping your life private. Remember to block all their flying monkeys as well, or else you'll run the risk of information being fed back to your abuser. If you're unsure or unfamiliar with the term flying monkey, it's basically someone who is on the abuser's side. I'll be doing a full video very shortly on flying monkeys, so once that's up, I will link to that in the description box below, or just search my channel and it will come up. Sorry for that interlude. Back to our list. Number 7, don't tell them what you're doing. The whole point is for this person to lose interest in you. If you let them know that you're trying to be as boring as possible, it defeats the purpose, and they can potentially use this knowledge to further manipulate and control you. Work towards treating them like a stranger that you have no emotional connection with, and therefore have no obligation to share any extra information. These last 2 are for you. Number 8, avoid diminishing yourself. Grey rock requires a disconnect from your own feelings and emotions, and this can lead to symptoms of disassociation. If you're having trouble connecting with the people who are important to you, or you feel like your self-awareness or identity is being compromised, reconnecting with your feelings through journaling or meditation might be helpful. Or, as always, my best suggestion is to contact a professional, a counselor or psychologist, to help you. Number 9, emotional self-care. Looking after your mental health is important when you're dealing with someone who is manipulative or abusive. You can try adding some small self-care practices to your day. Things like positive self-talk and self-compassion, taking time for yourself, creating a quiet, safe zone. Try to make time for supportive friends and family, joining support groups either in your local area or online, and taking time to do something for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. When you're in the middle of an episode where the abuser is goading you for a reaction, remember, giving it to them will not stop their behavior. You gain the upper hand by recognizing that when they behave like this, that is raging at you or accusing you, degrading you, or saying hurtful things to you, it's about control and getting a reaction. Understanding why they're doing what they're doing helps you understand how best to respond. Rather than becoming defensive and escalating their chaos, become non-reactive, bland and vague, so you are the most boring target possible, and keep your peace. So that, my friends, is the grey rock method. If anything I've discussed today has given you cause for concern about your own relationship, please reach out for help. As always, if there's any way I can be of assistance in finding local resources for you, please don't hesitate to contact me. My email is in the description bar below the video, or come over and join our private Facebook group, Surviving the Love Bomb. If you're finding this content valuable, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, because I upload every Tuesday. So until next time, please take care of yourselves and be kind to one another.